More than a century ago, the President of the United States came to Augusta to go to church. He came here, President William Howard Taft, to St. James Methodist on Green Street. Taft liked Augusta, but this isn't a story about something that Taft got while he was here. It's a story about something he lost. Most of us know that Taft was the largest man to ever live in the White House. When he concluded his single term a century ago, he was an impressive 340 pounds. Some of us also know that Taft was the first president to play golf, at least publicly, and despite his size, was pretty good at it. He loved the sport. Chances are, if you search through the photos of the Library of Congress, you will find Taft shown more often playing golf than making a speech from the back of a train. Maybe if President Taft had spent more time studying the situation in the world and less time setting up foursomes, he would have been president for more than one term. But he didn't. That brings us to a sad day in March 1913 when Big Bill gave Woodrow Wilson the door key to the Oval Office and, as the New York Times described it, started to his southern home in Augusta, Georgia, to rest and recuperate. That's another thing you find out about Taft. He liked Augusta. He liked coming here before he was president, while he was president, and after he was president. But that spring trip to our town more than 100 years ago inspired something else. A big change in the big man that could probably be called the most successful weight loss program in presidential history. Over the last 9 months of 1913, Taft lost 70 pounds. When reporters spotted him during a December visit to New York, they hardly recognized him. "Mr. Taft," a New York Times reporter inquired politely, "would it be out of place to ask you how much flesh you have lost since you left the White House?" "Not at all," Taft answered in a December 12, 1913 interview. "When I left Washington for Augusta, I weighed exactly 340 pounds. This morning I weighed myself again, and I tipped the scale at exactly 270.8 pounds. I certainly feel fit and fine as a result of it." The reporter asked Taft how he did it, and this is what he said. "I have dropped potatoes entirely from my bill of fare, and also bread in all forms. Pork is also tabooed, as well as other meats in which there is a large percentage of fat. All the vegetables, except potatoes, are permitted, and of meats, that of all fowls is permitted. In the fish line, I abstain from salmon and bluefish, which are the fat members of the fish family. I am also careful not to drink more than 2 glasses of water at each meal. I abstain from wines and liquors of all kinds, as well as tobacco in every form." A chatty Taft even told the reporter that he and Mrs. Taft planned to return to Augusta in April and see the home folks. Augusta always held a special place in his heart, and we can all appreciate that.